Good morning, lovers. I have been dared to share my dream with you all, my vision for humanity of how I see things are playing out right now. Basically, if we look at the big picture of humanity, our trajectory, we were actually in a not good place. What we were doing to our planet, what we were doing to each other, the systemic infrastructures of corruption and greed and genocide and there was lots that needed to go. Okay, so and for a very long time we've known we need to stop, but we haven't. We just keep going. In fact, we were getting faster. So how I see what's happened now is whether you believe, it was a manufactured virus, or it's not a virus, or it is a virus and it's all true, or it's all lies, or whatever we believe. If we zoom out, ultimately for me, it's all the universe, okay? It's all God. When I say God, I'm talking about as in universal spirit that is everything. It's me and you, it's everything. So ultimately, when we zoom out of this big picture, the great mystery is what it all comes down to that. And we as a collective, humanity, are being asked to be still and stop. And so we've got the yin and the yang energies, and we have been yang excessive, patriarchal, outward facing, all about performance, achievement, goal orientated, go, do, for as long as history tells us. So too long, okay? And this has brought in individuals, in our lives, in our communities, in our tribes, on our planet, on every level, massive imbalances. So I see this as the feminine uprising, okay? And balance is now getting restored to the earth. And it's a form of, for humanity, we're going through now, is an initiation or a rite of passage. And in our rites of passages, usually, that you face a death. And it's the death of the old things that are no longer serving us. And it's very much about, so a death of the old things that aren't serving us. Fear's going to come up in that space. Fear of the unknown. If you think of a caterpillar going into a chrysalis, it's the caterpillar dies, it's going in there. It's going to be, I think it'll be uncomfortable. Or if you could think of childbirth, the baby, gestation, it's inside, passing through the birth canal, its head, luckily the bones are still soft, but it gets squished to pass through, to breathe air for the first time. Can you imagine how petrifying that is, actually, on some scale? And for the mother, you can ask many mothers, there's a point where she just thinks she can't go on any further, and she can't do it. And it's a death of the old. So that old version of her is no longer gone, and she does do it every time. That's why we're all here. God bless. So she does do it. She breaks through. The butterfly is born. The baby arrives. And we're new and improved and upgraded. And I feel that the medicine in this moment, everything, all of the challenges, all the terrifying, the discomfort, all the different forms that are coming to us right now are specifically, we're all getting different lessons at this time. It might be that we have found ourselves in a life that we are now stopped and we're looking around and we're like, what am I doing? Why am I here? I don't believe in this, what I'm supporting, or this relationship doesn't work for me, or why am I working for that company? They are messing up my planet. Why am I, So maybe we're having time now to do some real thinking and introspection and growing. And if we meet all the challenges, we meet it. It's an initiation, like warriors, okay? We recognise that there's goodness in everything coming to us. Don't worry about the little human agendas playing out, but on the big scale, maybe we're being asked to really step up our self-love, okay? Really crystal clear boundaries in our life. There's so many things that can become standing up speaking our truth, being in integrity. We could be being asked to do so many things right now, and we all are, and we've all got our own personal messages and medicine in this moment, and it should be uncomfortable because it's growing pains. It should even be painful at times, okay? And the suffering is to do with our minds and our mind's resistance to it, that we shouldn't have discomfort, we shouldn't have problems, we shouldn't have pain. Actually, it's part of life, and you don't grow without them. And we need to grow because we was on a really, really unhealthy track, okay? So I see it now that we are having an upgrade, and I'm meeting it as an upgrade, and I welcome it, and I give thanks for it. And in the midst of the storm of whatever shit is hitting the fan, there is, excuse my French, it's not French, is it? There, in the midst of the pain or the fear or the midst of the discomfort, the uncomfortable sensations that we do not want to fear, bringing the vibration of gratitude and recognizing, even if you don't see it in that moment, that there is a lesson to be learned in this moment, and that we receive that, we're open to that, and just keep meeting like this and watching ourselves really grow and shine. Live your dream, live as big and as in yourself as you possibly can. Tap into your dreams. What really is important to you now? We've got time to sit still. The planet, we were so outward facing, we were so yang orientated, so patriarchal, so all that. If you haven't got a spiritual practice, if you haven't got a tool, a way to navigate and to master your own mind, right now it is going to completely be running the show. And if the mind runs the show, it will take you downtown. You never want the mind. The mind is to be a servant. It's a tool, an excellent, incredible tool. It's not a master. If it's a master, we see complete destruction, and it will be right. It will feed the ego in its rightness, and this is how things should be. It will not bring peace and harmony. It will not bring happiness. That's where the heart lies. The heart is the master, and then the mind is going to follow its instructions. So coming back into our heart place of like self-love, and really meeting this time as an initiation is how I'm seeing it, and an upgrade for all of humanity. Yeah, like that. How does that sound? I hope it gives you some good feeling and insight and forward motion and, yeah, presence. Meet it like a warrior. Not a warrior, a warrior. A warrior of love. We've got two choices now. This is a massive attack on the mind, by the way. A war on the mind is what's happening. The media, whoa. It's really powerful what's going on. And if you're just sitting, scrolling all day long and you don't understand what's happening, it's really dangerous. It's time to wake up, pay attention, step up, be ready, because we're going through a massive process, and it's by no means, we're at the beginning of it. I hope that made sense. Lots and lots and lots of love. Full power, peeps.